Good afternoon, children. In our previous lesson, we did that how Charlie got confused in the Grand Central Station of New York when he was in a hurry to catch a subway. Why? Because a number of doorways, stairs, and corridors were there, and that's why he had compared the Grand Central Station with a tree, because like the roots of a tree, new corridors, staircases emerge from there. So this much we had already done. Now continuing further. Now next, Charlie says that there is probably a long tunnel and which has its way under the city and which goes to Times Square and maybe another to Central Park. And maybe due to this underground tunnel, this Grand Central has become an exit place, a way to escape for several people. What does it mean, children? That this tunnel is under the city, so whosoever want to escape from the worldly crowd, clear, follow this underground road. And maybe that's why how Charlie also got into this tunnel, because he too wanted to go away from the worldly crowd, worldly tensions and worldly insecurities. But Charlie says that he never told his psychiatrist friend about this idea. What idea? To follow this route if sometimes he also finds life difficult or a difficult phase to face the worldly tensions and insecurities. So the corridor in which he was walking began angling left and slanting downward. So for a moment Charlie felt that he had followed the wrong route. But still what he did, he kept on walking. But after walking for some time, what he realized, that it was he only who was walking. Why? Because he heard the empty sound of his own footsteps. Clear? His own footsteps sound he heard, and not a single person passed by. Then after that he heard a hollow roaring sound ahead, and so he calculated that it was some open space was ahead where people were talking. And then the tunnel turned sharp left, and from there he went down through stairs and came out on the third level of Grand Central Station. Clear? Children, question may come from here that how Charlie came to the third level of Grand Central Station. So when he reached there, for a moment he thought that he was back on the second level, but then he compared and felt that no, it was the third level only. Why? Because there he saw the room was smaller. There were less number of ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth was there in the center, which was made of wood and was looking very old. Similarly, the man sitting in the information booth was wearing a green eye shade, a long black color sleeve protectors, and the dim lights were flickering. Besides this, what he saw? He saw open flame gas lights, and then he saw there were spittons. Spittons, you understand? A container used in the past for spitting into. So these containers, these spittons, he saw were made of brass. And what else he saw? That across the station a glint of light, a quick flash of light, which caught his eyes. And when he tried to see there, he found that that a man was putting a gold watch from his vest pocket. And then that very man, what he did, he opened the cover of his watch with a jerk, glanced at his watch and gave an angry expression. And that particular man was wearing a derby hat, a black 4-button suit with tiny lapel, and he had a big black handlebar mustache. After that, what happened? That Charlie looked around and saw that everyone in the station was dressed like 1890 something. So Charlie was surprised to see all this, because he had never seen so many beards and sideburns sideburn beards and fancy mustaches in his life. Then he saw that a woman walked in through the train gate, and she was wearing a dress with leg of mutton sleeves. You can see here in the picture also, and skirts to the top of high button shoes. And back of her, what Charlie found a glimpse of a locomotive, a railway engine, which was very small in size. It was a small Carrier Ives locomotive with a funnel shaped stack means here children, metal chimney. You can see in the picture also. And then he knew that it was actually the third floor of the Grand Central Station. But to confirm, he walked over to Newsboy and glanced at the heap of the papers at the feet of the Newsboy. So when Charlie had a look on those papers, what he saw that the name of the newspaper was The World. And that newspaper, The World, has not been published for years. And the story which was published in it was about President Cleveland, who was the president of USA in 1894. And when he checked the front page of that newspaper in the public library, he found that it was printed in that particular paper. The World was printed on June 11, 1894, and after that no copy of it was ever published. Clear? So in this lesson, children, this much only. Thank you very much.